computer. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Recording is in
Yes.
progress. Betty, this is for Hassan, for Gabo. Do you accept recording this class?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me check out, because this is for you too, you know,
Yes.
because you can check out your pronunciation and your fluency when you are speaking, and that's fine. It's good. It's a good idea that you record your voice in YouTube and you find out the information here. You know, this guy who speaks very fast, oh,
Reza.
it's
Yes.
really difficult for him. Are you there? Are you still there?
Yes.
But you disappear from the screen.
No, I'm here.
Can you see the book?
No.
No, you cannot see the book. Okay.
No.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, okay, because the book was over your face.
Okay, my face.
Yeah, what a confusion. But now you will see it when you see the recording. Huh?
Okay.
And I'm gonna share the screen right now, which is here. Let me check it out. It's here. Now, are you able to see the screen right now? What do you see on the screen?
Reza is talking about his life before.
Okay. Can you read it? And try to find out what is here. It doesn't matter. I can help you, or we are going to help each other.
Okay.
But we are going to try not to watch the video again.
Okay.
This is going to come from our brains. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that we make mistakes, but we are going to invent something. We are going to improvise. Improvise. You know what improvising means? Okay, improvise.
Yes.
Can you start reading this here?
Yes. Reza is talking about his life before and after law school. In college, I was a political science major. And I went to Washington, D.C.
I went to Washington, D.C. I went to college.
No,
invent. According to the context. According to the context. What do you add here? It doesn't matter
in
that
college,
it is not.
In college, I went to Washington, D.C.
And in college, I went to okay, so it's in here, right? In.
Yes.
In. Okay, let me check it out. It's not in, it's after. After college.
Yes.
You remember? Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, it's okay. After college, I went to Washington, D.C. to
working in politics.
To work in politics or to study politics. To work in politics.
No, I went to Washington to working.
To work in politics. Okay, let me check it out.
Maybe.
Work in politics, you're right.
Work in politics.
Work in politics. You're right. You see it here?
Yes.
Okay, good. You have a very good memory. A very good memory. Work in politics. I worked
on Capitol Hill for about 2 years.
Okay, good. It's about. Here, it's about.
Yes, about.
It's about. Good. Continue. This is your memory.
2 years, which is...
I'm going to help you.
Yes, please.
Where,
yes.
Which is where the government is. Where the government is. You see?
Yes.
Let me check it out. Probably I am wrong.
No. It's
I
correct.
am mistaken.
Where?
I could make mistakes too. Remember,
Sure
I'm not the genius, but I try to do my
where
best.
The government.
Where the government is. But I'm not going to continue.
And it's also the center of the city.
The center.
Yeah,
You have
the
to
center
remember
of the city.
Of a city. not the center of the city. That's a
Yes, the center
stupidity.
of the city.
You remembered it clearly because we made a laugh. You laughed, but when you say the center of a city, the center. This is stupid. Toronto,
The
instead of
center,
Toronto.
the center, Toronto.
Probably
Toronto.
he is from Toronto. Toronto. Yeah, Reza's parents are from Lebanon, but he is
Yes,
from Toronto. This
Toronto.
is why he
And he
pronounces
lives in the center of the city.
the center of the city. Okay, that's it. Continue reading.
Okay.
This is stupid.
In I can't remember that word. Please help me. Working in government,
Working in
learned
government, I learned more about
more
law.
about the law.
It has sense. It has sense, but I'm not sure if that's the answer. Probably you're right because you have a better memory than mine. Pay attention. Huh? Working. Let me check it out. Oh, it's not here because it's another paragraph here, right?
Yes.
It's another paragraph. Remember that there is a final period here.
Yes.
So you start a new sentence, but you are right. It's working.
Working
Excellent.
in government.
Working in government, I learned. And you learned a lot.
Learned.
Good. Excellent. Congratulations.
And I want to get more study. No. I
studied. It could be possible. You just say, I studied to get more knowledge. More knowledge. You know what knowledge is? To learn more, get more knowledge. To get more knowledge. But I am inventing. I am improvising.
I can't remember.
Okay, but imagine that I say I studied. I studied, or I developed my studies. I developed my studies. I learned more and more to get more. No, I studied, or I made a major. I majored to got a major to get more knowledge in law. I don't know. I made a mistake, but let's see. I wanted to get more education. I wanted to get more education. It's the same when you say I studied to get more knowledge in law.
It's the same.
Say that. No problem. It has a similar sense.
I wanted
to learn a little bit more about laws. That's it. Okay. I decided I wanted to come. Two words here. Two words. You see that there are two lines.
To come back home and go to law school.
Okay, it would be a good idea. Let me check it out. Come back home and go. Go. You said go back to Boston.
Back home.
Go
to come back
to law school in Boston. In Boston, you see? Okay. You said come back. Come back. It's okay. Come back home. And it's okay. And go to law school in Boston. Okay? In Boston. Now, can you continue with the next one here? When I had a job ready for me. A ready job for me. Ready. Okay. I had a ready job for me. And but what is it here? When I returned, when I got there, when I returned, when I arrived, it could be arrived, I don't know. I had a job ready for me.
ready for me.
And I
And
started
I
work
started
right
working
away.
right away at the
It could be at the office. It could be at the company, at the firm. You remember there
at
was
the
the
firm, yes, at the firm.
It is a company, a firm, you know?
Yes,
That's okay,
at the
good.
firm.
My memory is not so bad.
No,
I
you have.
reminded it. I had forgotten, you know, but this is a firm, F-I-R-M.
Yes.
Check it out. Graduated.
F-I-R-M-I.
I was ready to work right away at the firm.
At
So
the firm.
graduated. When I
I
graduated,
graduated,
I had a job ready for
me.
And I started right away
At the
at
firm.
the firm. Okay, it was difficult for me to remember that. But can you continue with the next paragraph over here?
The stress level now is a lot different.
Different. Okay, what do you say here?
Yes.
Can you repeat it?
Stress.
Okay, the stress.
The stress.
The stress level now is a lot different than when I was in
law school.
Law school. Law school. The same as this one, law school.
Yeah.
It's repeated here. Let me check it out. Okay, it's here. You see? The stress level now is a lot different than when I was in law school. In law school, you are what? In law school?
You're stressing. You're stressing. But when you,
I would say because of your academics, because this is the reason. As
yes,
due to, you can say due to, you're stressing due to your academics, because of, as a consequence of your academics. But when you are, when you are
working, no,
working
practicing,
or practicing, when you are
practicing law,
practicing
as a lawyer,
law as a lawyer, you're
worried
about
doing the best job.
Doing the best job you can. Good, can. I would say that it is can.
You can,
the best job you can on those projects. And you're working for your clients. Your clients.
Yes.
I guess it is your. But let me check it out if this is correct. Okay, you're worried about practicing. It's okay. Worried, and you can working for your clients. Okay, it's okay.
Okay.
You see that we did it all right, even though the pronunciation of this guy who comes from Canada, I suppose, because his English is kind of difficult. It's like not British, not American, but
no,
you have to get accustomed to.
A mix.
It's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's not British. It's not Australian. It's not American. I'm almost sure that he comes from Canada. I mean, but his family probably come from Libya, you know. Yeah. Look at his face. Look at his face. He looks like an Arabic. Yeah. Probably from Morocco.
Maybe Morocco or Libya.
Morocco is southern to Spain. If you cross the Gibraltar Rock, the peninsula of Gibraltar. Yes. Okay, down there, Gibraltar, on the coast of the when the entrance of the Mediterranean Sea, you have the Atlantic Ocean here. The Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. At the entrance, imagine that this is Spain, Morocco is here. He comes from Morocco. Well, his parents, his grandparents come from Morocco, and they arrived in Canada. I am inventing, yeah. I don't know him, but almost
Ah,
sure,
qué carajo.
almost sure. Okay, forget about this guy. Let's go to the next
Okay.
activity here, because the most important thing is that you are practicing your English. You are very good.
Okay.
You are very good. You're telling the story. Remember this? Telling the
Yeah.
story. Did you
There
do
from
this?
the box to complete the story.
Choose the verbs from the box. Do you remember this?
Yes.
We did it. Can you repeat it? We did it. Can you read the
yes.
first sentence?
When I finished high school, I didn't know.
Can you read it completely from the
Yes.
beginning, please?
When I
Look at their
finished
face. Look at their face, huh? Look at this Asian girl.
this
She's Asian. She comes from Japan or from China.
China.
And she from China. Okay, and she arrived in London. Look at
Okay.
this. Okay, you are going to choose the verbs from the box to complete the story. Then compare with a partner. Okay, well, you have no partners, but I am gonna be your partner. Okay, can you read this, please?
Okay. When I finished high school, I didn't know what I started to do.
Started to do? Wouldn't it be better?
Wanted to do.
Wanted to do. Wanted to do.
Wanted
So
to
you
do.
click on here and you
Wanted
say
to do.
wanted to do. Okay.
Yes.
When I finished,
Mhm.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. Okay.
Wanted to do.
I wanted to do.
Okay.
Or I wanted to do. Okay, continue. Number 2.
Mhm. I knew I wanted to improve my English, so I went online and I found an English school in English speaking country, and I got an English school.
I got an English.
I got
No,
an
it's
English
not
school
that.
in English.
I would
No?
say another one. I found an English school in an English speaking
In an
country.
English speaking country.
I found, or I, it could be this possibility. Is there another one? I moved back. No, I registered. I think it's, but if you place register, you would have to add the preposition in. I registered in an English school.
Yes.
I started, it could be I started an English school. No, would it be?
No.
No. I started, so it's found, probably. I knew I found. Let me check it out.
Yes.
No, it's looked for. It's looked for. Oh God, how difficult it is, huh? I knew I wanted to improve my English, so I went online
and I
and
looked
for an English school.
An English school in an English speaking country.
In an English speaking country. You understand? Okay, continue. Okay, so this is number 2. Number 2 is here. Can we continue with number 5?
School number 3.
Number 4. Oh, 3. 3.
No,
number 3.
3. I found a great school in London, England.
I found an English. Okay, that's so good. This is the one that we are placing here. Okay, continue.
Yes. And 4. To save money, I started a job and moved back home with my parents.
That's okay. Save, got, and moved. Right.
Yes.
Number 5.
Months, I had enough money.
You say, I'll say, after 6 months, I had enough money. Enough money. Okay, continue.
I bought a plane ticket and I registered at the school. I started taking classes the day after I arrived.
That's okay. Registered this here, right? Registered at the school. I bought a plane
I
ticket,
bought a plane
registered,
ticket.
and started taking. Is it started taking?
Classes.
Started taking.
Classes
It's
the
okay.
day
Bought,
after
registered,
arrived.
started. You are absolutely right. Don't
Right.
worry about the
Okay.
mistakes, because if you have one or two mistakes in this mess, because this is a mess, it's a disaster. You have to organize the ideas, and you have to learn a lot
Yes.
about vocabulary, about the verbs. Oh God, I don't know how I
Looked
studied
for
English.
and moved back.
It is crazy, crazy. I was crazy, you know.
A little
Change
bit.
the
Yeah.
sentences in part A so they tell your story. Oh God, this is why I stopped here, because I want to listen from you that you lived in San Luis Potosí, you were born
Yes.
in and you went to the university and then you moved back to Ta, and then you did this, and then you went to Tierra Mágica, and then you worked for Heineken beer, but you got that some drinks and you quit, you know, and then
Whatever.
no, I am inventing, eh? I am improvising.
Okay.
I want you to tell me the whole story, your whole story. If you want, I can do mine so that you can listen to me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to invent a story. Oh my goodness. Okay. When I finished high school, I didn't know. No, I knew what I have to do. I knew.
Okay.
When I finished high school, I told myself, Simon Centeno, may he rest in peace. Simon Centeno was an English teacher, the best
Yes.
English teacher I had in the secondary, not in the secondary, but in prepa.
Okay. High school.
If I hadn't had Simon Centeno as a teacher for high school, I wouldn't have ever been an English teacher.
Maybe your story was
Because
different.
I was really bad at English in my secondary school. First, second, and third grade of a secondary school. Terrible, a terrible student. I didn't know anything. But it was Simon Centeno, may God, may he rest in peace, the one who made me study English. So I register, well, pre-register, you know, in
Yes.
advance,
Pre-register. Yes.
pre-register in several universities. One register was Arte Pedagógico, Instituto Pedagógico de Caracas. It was my first step. And I went there in order to have an examination. Only, listen to me, only 125 students were gonna be selected from the ones
Yes.
in the whole population of Caracas that they were going to study English at the Pedagógico de Caracas. But I attended and I applied for a test with more than 1,000 students, more than 1,000, 1,500 probably. I don't know how many. But I registered, pre-register, and then they called me to have my examination. Meanwhile, I pre-registered at Universidad Central de Venezuela. And I pre-registered at Universidad de los Andes. And I pre-registered at Universidad del Zulia. And I pre-registered at Universidad de Oriente, UDO.
4 universities.
All the universities in Venezuela, the all public universities, they were not private, because in a private university, you have to spend a lot of money, and I didn't have so much money. And I was not going to tell my father that I wanted to study at Santa Maria University or at Metropolitan University. No. He would have to spend a lot of money. I didn't want him to spend so much money. So I registered at public universities, you know? Okay, let me tell you that I went to the Pedagógico de Caracas and only 100 and I don't know 100, only 125 students were accepted after 1,500 students had entered to register and have applied for the test. I didn't say that I was not going to be a teacher. I told myself, no problem. I have registered at UDO, UCB, UCLA, and Luz, la Universidad del Zulia. So, someplace I'm going to be. I don't know where. My father's job, my father changed the place of the address. He moved
I
from Caracas to Maturin, which is in Monagas State.
why?
I had to wait for 8 months to receive, not 8, yeah, 8 months to receive a letter from Universidad de Oriente that they accepted me to go there.
8 months?
8 months.
Oh
It would be ridiculous that
yes,
I had to wait for
extremely
8
ridiculous.
months. It was from July 1970 up to, I would say that it was in February 1971. Yeah. And you know what happened? I received the letter and I was happy.
I
Then
can't
I started the university. I started receiving my classes at the university in March, the end of February, the beginnings of March, 1971.
How many years did you started in
I stayed in Cumaná
Europe?
up to 1975 when I finished the pensum of the career, but I hadn't written my thesis. So I went back to
Okay.
Caracas and I started working as a teacher who was not graduated. Ungraduated teachers receive as a salary 16 bolivars, like saying 16 pesos an hour, because I was not graduated.
No. Ah.
After my graduation, because I came back to Cumaná in order to prepare my thesis in 1977, 1 year and 6 months later, I
Oh my
prepared
God.
my thesis and I got my degree on October 23rd, 1977. When I came back from Cumaná, having my title, and I showed my title to the principal of the schools where I had been working before,
Yeah.
they had to raise my salary from 16 pesos, 16 bolivars, to 24 or 25. 24, 25. Yeah, 24 or 25 pesos an hour. But I received 8 additional bolivars, which mean, wow, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I continued working as a graduated teacher. And I have been working as a teacher for 46 years. I don't remember, I forgot it. But it's about 46 years, 47 years, I forgot it. Okay, this is my experience. Now, your experience is gonna be interrupted by the Zoom because according to the time, it is 21 minutes after 8. Now, I don't know if you will be able to talk all your experience, but you can spend whatever you want to tell me your experience before your graduation. I mean when you finish the high school or whatever. Come on, can you please start?
Mm,
Well, first of all, where did you live when you were studying your high school? Where did you
um,
live? Did you live in San Luis Potosí?
um, I
Were you
have to
living there?
move. I was living in San Luis Potosí in La Huasteca.
Oh, what?
And when I decided to study the university, I have to move to the
Another
mm,
state. What state was it?
no to the capital
Ah, the
of the
capital.
state.
The capital of the
Yes.
state. What is the capital of the
Yes.
state in San Luis
San
Potosí?
Luis Potosí.
San Luis Potosí.
San Luis.
Because you lived in a
Yes.
town, another town.
Yes.
What was the name of the town? Your original town?
Ciudad Valles.
Ciudad Valles. Okay, Ciudad Valles. So you moved from Ciudad Valles to San Luis
I
Potosí.
moved to Ciudad Valles from San Luis Potosí, and I registered in the University of San Luis Potosí.
Then, can you tell me something about your experience when you were studying at the university? Did you have any problems?
Yes, it was at the beginning. It was
Was it kind of boring for you? Boring?
No,
you didn't feel comfortable? No.
I missed my family.
You
Because
missed your family.
I have
sorry.
to live alone.
Oh,
Yes.
God. I understand you. I understand why you feel that way.
Yes,
You felt homesick. Homesick.
Yes.
Your heart was empty.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please continue telling me a good experience? Not a bad experiences, but good experiences.
I
Because you have succeeded in your life. Because you are an industrial engineer right now.
Yes.
So tell me about good things.
I have an excellent teachers that they gave me many advices that in today me han servido, ¿cómo digo?
Today you are thankful to them because they gave you good advices.
Good advices that today I
appreciate. I appreciate.
No. Todavía me sirve esos.
Okay. All knowledge, all advices that your teachers gave in the past have been useful. Very useful
have been useful
for you.
Today.
Yes. Because you are following what their tips. You know what the tips are?
Tips, yes. And
the tips that they gave to you, the recommendations, the suggestions, everything that they told you is important. What's important for you? Okay, now tell me something additional about your career. Before the internet, before the Zoom interrupts you. Remember that Zoom is going to interrupt us in a few seconds, probably in a few minutes. Tell me.
It was difficult because I'm a woman and this career is
mostly studied by men, not by women.
Yes, and I have been many troubles and complications because that reason. But I'm here and I'm still learning, I'm still working, I'm still meeting people that help me when in many situations that I was completely
lost.
Yes.
When you are lost, it means that you don't know what to do because you have suffered so many problems that you feel uncomfortable. I understand what you say.
Yeah, but
okay. Now,
I'm happy now.
But you are happy now.
Yes.
You're happy now because you have found good jobs and I
have a meaning of my life.
Okay, you have the meaning of your life. It is. Yeah. Okay, good. If you feel uncomfortable about telling me something about your career, no problem. Okay, but you feel happy. That's important. Okay, that's important. Now, let's continue with this. You have changed your life. Okay, your life has been changed by you and by the teachers and by all the advices that you have received. They have been counseling you. They have been recommending you what to do. You understand? And